Hey guys, this is Kevin from JazTime.com. JazTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you want to know the price of a watch, simply click on the links in the description below. And if you enjoy our videos, we greatly appreciate if you'd buy a watch from JazTime.com once in a while. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a comparison on the Rolex Oyster Perpetual 36 here on my left in the white dial. That's reference number or model number 116000. And on my right here we have the Oyster Perpetual 31, which is the reference number 177200. Of course, like I said, we'll have the links to these watches in the description below. We'll be comparing the dials, bezels, case, crowns, bracelet, clasp, and we'll talk about the movements towards the end of the video. Alright, so jumping right into the dials. On my left here, as I mentioned, we have a white dial, Oyster Perpetual 36. We have index hour markers with a doubled on the index, double of the index hour markers at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position. And then for the 31 version, we have Roman numerals instead, with Roman numerals fashioned in white 18 karat white gold for the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position. Both have the Rolex crown logo 12 at the 12 o'clock position in the white gold as well. Specifically for the Oyster Perpetuals in general, they usually have numerous different variations to choose from. As the Oyster Perpetual line is more the sort of the more experimental line where it has different colors that you won't typically see on Rolex watches. So the specific configurations you can get for either watch, starting with the 36 first, where you can get that in the red grape, steel, black, or white, and that's with the same style hour markers with the index hour markers and they doubled at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position. Whereas the 31 chooses to stay much more colorful, so it still has some of the same options. So it has the red grape as well. However, the red grape for that one, as you can see for the 31, we have the sort of bronze style Roman numerals in between the white gold ones. For the red grape on the 31, you'll get that in also a purple style Roman numerals. You can get it in a white dial. So same white dial as the 36, but instead it'll have purple Roman numerals as well in between the white golds, and also in a blue dial, which will have light blue Roman numerals in between. There is a blue dial available for the 36 millimeter version. However, the 3, 6, and 9 are replaced by Arabic numerals instead, while still keeping the index hour markers for the rest of the hour markers. But that's really the difference between the two in the dial. For specifically the color styles that you can get that in, the difference in hour markers, as I mentioned with the 369, you'll see that it has Roman numerals instead. Even on the regular index version, it'll just have singular index markers instead of having the doubled up versions. The 36 is the unique portion to that only has the doubled up index hour markers at the 369. But besides that, the hands are pretty much the same. We have the white gold hands, index having the luminosity on the tips, and that's typical of index hour markers. So if you get the 31 millimeter in the index as well, you'll see the luminous tipped hands as well. We have the Rolex Oyster Perpetual name right underneath the crown logo at the 12 o'clock position, and of course the boasting about the COSC certification at the 6 o'clock position with a superlative chronometer officially certified there. The Swiss made is placed at the 6 o'clock position, same way, where it's sort of right underneath the hour markers and sort of splicing off a little bit of that sort of indexing at the edges. The 36, you'll see additional Arabic numerals around the edging. You'll see that it counts down from indices with Arabic numerals at every 5 marks. So in a scale of 60 seconds, you'll see the indices with the 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on and so forth. Whereas the 31 just simply has that indices all around instead. Moving on to the bezel now. Of course, you can see same style bezel, dome bezel, a beautiful high polish to encapsulate the dial. To add a little bit more shine to the face of the dial, have it a little bit more eye-catching and appealing to the eye. Moving on to the case now, of course, we have different size cases as the name states. We have the 36 here on the left. So from my index finger to my thumb, that's 36 millimeters in diameter compared to the 31 millimeters in diameter, which is a 5 millimeter difference. We still have the same style of satin finish or brush steel on the tops of the lugs and on the bottoms of the lugs as well, which is a little bit strange for Oyster Perpetual, as it does seem to want to be a dressier style watch, but it has a sportier style of polishing to it. However, on the sides of the watch, you'll see a very beautiful high polish on both sides of the watch. So very beautiful high polish that matches with the size of the bracelet. Of course, one obviously has a larger case size, as I mentioned, but the profile seems to be very similar to each other, so will fit under suit cuffs, dress cuffs very nicely. And to the other side, you see the Rolex crown logo on the crown itself there. Same on the 31 as well, and also both keeping that high polish on the side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 31 down for now, as we're going to move on to the crown functions. They both have the same style crown functions and the basically same style crown in general and as well. They're both screw down twin lock and double waterproofness system that unwind counterclockwise as shown. So once again, I'm showing you this on the 36 millimeter. And in the standard position for both watches, you can wind the watch about 15 to 20 clockwise turns is all you need to get the watch started once more. And there's only one additional position you can pull the crown out to, which will stop the second hand for precise time settings, such as to an atomic clock online. You can set it down to the exact seconds. We'll also be able to adjust the hands bidirectionally to set the time however you like. Pressing the crown back in will start that second hand or the hack movement once more. And always make sure to screw the crown nice and tight in against the case, as you want to keep your watches nice and protected. The water resistance for both watches, you're looking at 100 meters or 330 feet. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the bracelet now really quickly here. So both same style bracelet, tapering from the first link downwards, but they're both oyster bracelets with a nice satin finish to it. No dressier version of the bracelet is available for the Oyster Perpetuals. You're looking at only the oyster style bracelet, so no Jubilee style bracelet on these watches. The clasp, same thing. We have obviously a thicker clasp on the 36 as compared to the 31, just because of the size difference, but we still have the same sort of embossing of the Rolex crown logo onto the clasp itself there. As we move downwards, you'll see that same style brush steel on that oyster bracelet and tapering towards the case. Both of them have the same style of clasp opening as well, which is the folding oyster clasp. So I'll pop the left one here open, then the 31 open here on the right, and there we are. Beautifully high polished clasp blades with the Rolex name embossed on there. You can see that beautiful engraving of that. And both sides nicely polished. So very simple, very easy to use for the clasp. And moving on to the movement now. So I'm putting the 31 down once more, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the movement of the 36 first. So the 36 movement is housed in the simple oyster case backing. So that's how the case backing looks. Nicely high polish around bordering the satin finish. And the movement that this Oyster Perpetual specifically uses is the in-house made caliber 3130 movement, which is a very, very tried and tested movement. Very reliable movement by Rolex, that's been used for over 20 plus years. And has a precision of -2 + 2 seconds a day, as I pointed out with the text at the 6 o'clock position. Rolex likes to affirm that they have very precise watches and movements. Specifically for this movement, it has an oscillator of a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring, which adds additional resistance against magnetism, so that helps with keeping a precise time setting, and a power reserve of 48 hours, which means that this watch can be put down on a Friday evening, picked back up on a Saturday evening or Sunday afternoon, and be keeping time just fine. But also, this movement is also used in other sports pieces as well. Specifically, the No Date Submariner that uses this movement. So you know this is a nice, rugged movement that's very, 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 very reliable. Now, moving on to the 31 millimeter now. 31 millimeter uses a reliable movement as well. It's Rolex's in-house made 2231 movement. However, this movement was only really made for the 31 millimeters and previously the 26 millimeters, but those have been discontinued, and the 28 millimeters, which are the newer ones, don't use the 2231s anymore. They use a newer style movement. But the 2231 is still a reliable movement. It's similar to the idea of the 3130, which is obviously a no-date movement. It's just a very simple movement that uses the functions of the center, hour, minute, and seconds hand, and using the stopping of the seconds hand for precise time setting. So they both have the same type of deal. This one does not have a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring for the resistance against magnetism, just uses a standard hairspring. And the power reserve of this watch, still same power reserve, we're looking at 48 hours. So once again, put it down on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Saturday evening, Sunday afternoon, keeping time, it will just keep time just fine. So really only the difference of the hairspring for that movement, and it's just a smaller style movement of that 3130. All right, so let me actually go ahead and show you these watches on my wrist now. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the 36 millimeter first. And even though they have a difference in sizing on the bracelet, they actually both fit the same size wrist. So starting with the 36, okay, this fits a 7-inch wrist. I have a 7-inch wrist exactly, so you can see a little bit tight there, not too much wiggle room, and there it is. So 36 millimeter watch looks absolutely nice on the wrist, specifically for the 36 millimeters. They're originally the men's watch, as they originally used to wear 36 millimeters, and now we've kind of moved up with the sports pieces being 40 millimeters and such. So the 36 is kind of considered a ladies' watch as well, because ladies have picked up from the men and taken the 36 millimeter watches and sort of, wore it as the men have moved on to larger pieces. So this can be bought for a lady as well, and fits the wrist very nicely while not being too overly cumbersome. You can see beautiful brush steel all the way throughout. It's just a very simplistic watch, very easy and easy to read. All right, now let me show you the 31 millimeter now. So of course, smaller watch, but you'll see that even though it has a smaller bracelet, it'll still fit the same size wrist. So once again, 7-inch wrist. And there we are. You see, almost pretty much the same. Not too much wiggle room, but fits the 7-inch wrist nicely. And there we are. That dark rhodium with those bronze Roman numerals, you will not be able to get that on any other style of watch in the Rolex line. The Oyster Perpetual, like I mentioned before, is the line if you're looking for sort of different color schemes than the typical black on white that you would see on sports pieces. You can see that brush steel looks very nice all throughout. And there they are side by side. So if you're interested in these watches or any other models for the lowest possible price, check out our website, JazTime.com, where the lowest price is guaranteed. We offer a 1-year warranty. And if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at JazTime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.